Okay, it's less than 11.5. We're going to be multiplying rational expressions. This is where the confusion comes in. Right here, we're subtracting rational expressions in number 1 of the warm-up. When you add or subtract, you do not change the exponent. You only add the numbers in front. You keep the exponents the same. When you multiply, you add the exponents. When you divide, you subtract them. So go ahead and do your warm-ups, then turn this back on, see if your answers are right. Okay, we're subtracting, so the bottoms stay the same. I have an x squared. Oop, that's a negative, so I'm going to change that to a positive. That becomes negative. That becomes positive. I don't have any other x squared, so it stays negative 4x squared. I don't have any other x's, so it stays positive 5x. 2 plus 7 is plus 9. That's my answer. We're not going to do number 2. Okay. We're going to talk about multiplying fractions. When you multiply fractions, you multiply straight across. Top times top, bottom times bottom. So, there you go. There you go. That's it. We're done. No more to teach you. So, 4 times 7 is 28. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 3 is plus 15. Easy. Go ahead and pause the video and do number 2. Start it back up. Check your answer. Okay, here I have 2 binomials I have to multiply. I know that I have to do this times this. And then I also have to do the second term to everything in the other. So I take the first term, multiply it to everything in the second binomial. Take the second term, multiply it to everything in the second binomial. X times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. 5 times x is plus 5x. 5 times 3 is negative 15. Now this is different than adding and subtracting. I do multiply my bottoms. 6 times 3 is 18. Now, because I have, on the top, I have 2 numbers that have x's, I can simplify the top. So this actually becomes x squared plus 2x minus 15 over 18. Okay. Go ahead and do number 5 real quick. Pause the video, do number 5. Start it back up again, see if you got the right answer. Okay, now, 8 times 3 is 24. X cubed times x cubed is x to the 6th power. I'm betting if you did this on your own, you probably just wrote x to the 3rd power. That's adding, not multiplying. 2 times 6 is 12x. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. Now, the big question that I've gotten in class is, do I reduce the 24 and the 12? The answer is no. Why not? Because the 24 is in a subtraction problem. Let me see if this doesn't help to make sense of this. If I have 24 over 12 minus 10. So if I cancel out my 24s, that means that this fraction should be 1 over negative 10. Let's see if that's true. That's not true. See, the opposite of subtraction is addition, not division. This is really 12 over 2, because 12 minus 10 is 2, which equals 6 over 1, or 6. So I cannot cancel when I have something in a subtraction problem in either my numerator or denominator. I cannot cancel anything until I simplify my subtraction problem. Now let's look at something else. Let's look at this. What if I had 24 over 12? Well, let's not do that. Let's make the numbers smaller and easier. What if I had 2 over 2 times 10? Could I cancel out my 2's here? Well, this is multiplication. The opposite of multiplication is division, so yes, you can cancel your 2's and you get 1 over 10. Let's see if that works out. 2 over 20 equals 1 over 10. Yes. So if you have addition or subtraction in either your numerator or denominator, you can't cancel. If you have multiplication, you can cancel. Okay, so let's go back and go ahead and do number 3. I think number 3 is the last one we're going to do. Do number 3, start the video up again, check your answer. Okay, I have to multiply the 2 to both things here. 2x plus 16 over x squared minus 4x plus 4x minus 16. Okay, that equals 2x plus 16 over x squared minus 16. Negative 4x plus 4x, these cancel. They're both in the numerator, that's why you can simplify them. Now, 16 over 16, this is not 1 because I have a plus sign. Okay? One last thing I want to talk about is the difference between multiplying letters with exponents and adding letters with exponents. 3x cubed plus 8x cubed equals, I'm adding, I'm not multiplying. This equals 11x cubed. Because your letters and exponents are exactly the same, you add the numbers in front, keep the letter and exponent the same. 3x cubed times 8x cubed, now you're multiplying. 3 times 8 is 24. X cubed times x cubed is x to the 6th power. Why did it change? Because what is x cubed? X cubed is x times x times x, correct? Well, I got x cubed here too. X times x times x. This is all multiplication. This gives me 6 x's. This is not multiplication. This is 1, 2, 3 x cubes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 8x cubes. We're not multiplying them, we're adding them. So I just add them all up. It gives me 11x cubes. Okay. That's the difference. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to come in and ask. Have a great day. Bye-bye.